Now it's been over a year since Ninjago City actually came out, so this might be a little late. Hey everyone, welcome back to another LEGO video. Today we're going to be taking a look at a LEGO Ninjago City MOC. This, of course, is going to be a mod onto Ninjago City, essentially allowing you to take Ninjago City and make a smooth transition between Ninjago City and another modular, which is something that really no one has done yet, as far as I can tell, which is kind of weird. But over a year later, I thought it's time we finally get around to doing something like this. And yeah, stay tuned if you want to see some suggestions on how to build your own, as this kind of does take a bit of creative liberty into how you want to actually design it. With that, let's take a look at this actual mod. So it's actually built on a 16 by 32 base plate, and it consists of a bunch of different things that really are kind of up to you on how you want to design it. I've taken some inspiration from other Ninjago sets and all sorts of other things, but let's start over here. So to start here, we have some water and some stairs that go down. There's a lot of nice details that encompass that, and just some rocks here that kind of go into this kind of paved off area to show how it transforms from the kind of higher raised up areas of Ninjago City and then goes down into the modular style of sidewalks, and that carries around the side. As you can see, there's kind of a nice ornate lamp here, a lamp post with some signs on it. This is a nice build, and I'll show you how to do that in a little bit if you are interested in using something like that, but it's fairly self-explanatory. We have some foliage and little plant pieces, as you can see, throughout the entire thing, which just adds that nice little detail, as well as, of course, the grass. As we continue on, you can see this little basket of food items, and this is someone who's selling food. I think this kind of fits more with the traditional modular style. We then have some more details, including a brick-built bench, which I will also show you how to do later if you're interested in that, and a little newspaper stand. This came in the LEGO Extra poly bag, so that's a great thing to use. So I will leave a link to the LEGO Extra review thing, I guess, in the corner if you want to go check that out. So next up, you might have noticed this, which is a tree. This is quite a nice little tree. Pretty simple, honestly. Not much going on with that. If we continue around the back here, you can see some rocks which kind of build up this entire side to kind of split off the Ninjago side, if you will, with the actual modular side, which is nice. And then we have some water that goes up against the rocks, which I think looks really nice. This angle back here is really nice. You've got kind of a pier build, which is a little bit different from the technique that they use in Ninjago City, because I wanted to try something else and see if I could get a similar effect. I'm quite happy with that. One of the most obvious things, of course, here is this massive crane that was obviously inspired by the Ninjago City docks. Now, the main thing we've missed here is the middle, of course, which kind of has a pond and kind of a walkway that goes around the side. So one of my favorite techniques used here in kind of the middle park area is actually this walkway, as I said, on the side. It's built up kind of traditionally on the edge, but you'll notice there's this kind of triangular piece, and this piece is actually quite a cool piece, as it uses kind of an illegal building technique. Depends on whether you would really classify that as an illegal building technique, but essentially what it does is it takes some of those headlight bricks and it just attaches some tiles onto those pieces to create this kind of nice polished look, if you will. Of course, I thought a park was kind of a nice theme. As you can see, this whole thing kind of encompasses a park, as number one, it's something that works well to kind of combine the more European style of the modulars and the more Asian style that you see in Ninjago City. I think this is a very nice way to kind of combine them in a park, as it works really well. Of course, you could do whatever you want, and I'll talk a little bit about that later on. As you might have noticed throughout the scene, there are quite a lot of minifigures sprinkled throughout it, and there are actually 4 of them that I put in, 2 of them to kind of represent the modular side, and 2 of them for the Ninjago side, and I think they work really well together, and here they are, as you can see. Of course, this is kind of up to whatever you want to do. If you want to make figures for the scene like this, or if you just want to include figures by LEGO or whatever, you can do that too. This is more or less just to set the scene for this video, really. So the last thing here is kind of the build tutorial, and rather than doing a full build tutorial of this thing, which I probably should do at some point, and maybe I will if you guys are interested, but seeing as I mentioned that this is kind of up to some creative liberty and how you really want to take it yourself. Of course, some people may like to kind of cover up the sides of the two modulars because, of course, this doesn't really do that. It's kind of low. It's just a park, and you don't really get that. So if you wanted to build buildings, you could easily do that as well. I just like the park idea, considering there's not really a modular park yet, and that just really works nice. So it's really up to you what you want to include, but some little examples here. I will do some quick builds of some examples of stuff that you could include, that I included, and with that, let's get right into them. So thanks everybody for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy it, remember to subscribe and like the video if you guys did enjoy it. And yeah, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Goodbye.